But the thing that gets me is that, from what they're saying, is that the whole thing actually may have been an actual setup with somebody actually planning on this happening, and like there was a reasoning for storming the embassy, as they say. But then you think about all this other stuff that's going on in these other countries. All these other people are now hearing about it, so now they want to take their anger out on these U.S. embassies. And my thinking is, why the U.S. embassy? For instance,
the U.S.
Well, again, why the U.S.?
Exactly.
I don't know if you guys remember hearing about a cartoonist up in Britain who he had created a cartoon that some Muslims believe was defaming Muhammad. It was a cartoon, but they thought that it was defaming him, and they went apeshit. They started writing against everything the British.
You understand, like, Muhammad is their God, so you actually have to put yourself in their shoes.
Homie, we've been there before.
Yeah.
We have to live with atheists on a daily basis.
Exactly.
People who just do not believe in this faith.
But have you ever walked up to an atheist and be like, no, you cannot do that?
No, I'm not that type of person.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to push my religion onto other people.
Exactly.
They're doing that. I understand that they're standing up for their religious beliefs, but at the same time, it's kind of like, but why over kind of, frankly, dumb shit?
They're pushing a religion onto someone else's.
I mean, it's, number one, it's a movie.
True.
It's a movie. You want to actually, honestly, all they're doing is giving this movie more publicity.
True.
Because now people are going to want to go see it now.
True.
And see what is all the big hoopla. So now they're only actually helping spread the so-called ideology on it. You know? And that's the thing. I mean, you could simply, if you were smart, you go the way that typically works, is that's the legal way. Just lawyer up. Stop the movie from getting made. Plain and simple. You get all these tons of funds sealed off in places, man. Just go get the shit stopped. You know, all you're doing is just creating more bullshit. It's like, you remember back in the, well, I know you don't remember, but in the 80s?
I was born in the 80s.
Yeah, I know. We were all born in the 80s. But you remember the shit about the parental advisory sticker that they had to put like on CDs and shit?
Yeah. Rated M for mature.
And I mean, yeah, you had to put fucking you had all these politicians were bringing in musicians into court, telling them about their songs, and their songs mean this other than what it really means. And all they're doing is giving those songs more publicity.
Yeah.
Negative publicity works.
True. Yeah.
You know? And this is a ton of it. Plain and simple. With all this shit that they're causing with storming these embassies over a film, they're just giving that film more cred. They're giving it respect. Because now people want to go on YouTube and look it up.
And they're like, why isn't it played on the big screen?
Mm-hmm. In fact, I just checked Google's website. Google says it's not even going to take down the movie, the little clip on there.
Oh, shit.
Google says they're not taking it down. I mean, all they did was get, was it 7 or 9 innocent people killed, and basically ultimately fail at their goal.
See, I don't understand that.
I don't know either. I don't either. I'm still trying to figure out.
A goal has a purpose.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And
their purpose failed miserably. I mean, I'm trying to figure out why. like, does nobody think no more? I swear to God, it seems like everybody just looks for a reason to do some shit nowadays.
Well, if they want attention, well, they know exactly who to attack to draw attention. Because the United States of America, their president, Barack Obama, he's already eliminated many of terrorists. So, whoever killed the U.S. ambassador in Libya, just to draw it back, they're already on the hit list.
Yep.
Like, as soon as it was confirmed that the U.S. ambassador killed Barack Obama, especially in the election year, he won't play that. Because why? He strived on saying Osama bin Laden, Gaddafi. He strived on every achievement that he had while in his presidency, making 1 million more jobs. In which I will support Barack Obama. Okay, me, I will. I'm a Democrat. Hoorah. Kill. Anyway, I don't give a fuck about Republicans. Y'all can suck my dick. Anyway, so I will vote for Barack Obama in 2012. Goddamn right. November 6th.
Let's see
Early.
that's another thing too, man. Fucking Romney was coming up talking shit about Obama, saying how Obama basically didn't give the right response about the thing over in Libya, saying how instead I think he said something like, instead of the president actually condemning it, he actually apologized.
See, well,
which I think ABC or CNN later said that was actually wrong, because that actually came after the fact, after he condemned it and everything all like that already.
But you gotta think about it. If you're the president of the United States of America, right? When someone attacks you, you automatically have to understand that collateral damage is gonna happen.
What?
So they might get the exact people. They might get the exact people who targeted the U.S. ambassador in Libya, correct?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to think about, what is the risk to get those exact people? Innocent lives might have to die. It's called collateral damage. It happens in every war. It has happened since the birth of the United States of America. When we implemented the American, what's it called? The
Revolution?
No, it's called the American Dynasty, or what's it called? What's shit called?
You talking about Manifest Destiny?
Yeah, Manifest Destiny.
Okay.
They said we are too big to be living in one area. Manifest Destiny.
I said it about myself too.
So, what would you do? We took over an area in which we are content with it. And when that content wore itself out, we took over more. So you have to understand that our nation, our United States of America, was built on Manifest Destiny. Just growing, taking over, killing off, evolution, whatever you want to call it. That's what we did. So when Libya attacks a United States ambassador, okay, now you have to draw up a plan to take out exactly who was in charge of the operation.
Well, I wouldn't say Libya did it. Just some assholes over there. Just a couple of assholes.
Revolution of Liberian society.
What?
Revolution of Liberian society.
We've already done that.
But that's who attacked us. That's who attacked us.
I know.
That's
the whole thing. We helped get them free.
Exactly. So I'm saying,
now they turn their back on us.
Revolution.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, same thing happened in Iraq.
Yeah.
Remember, the Soviets were there first.
Yeah,
we helped Al Qaeda get them out.
We gave Al Qaeda AKs, RPGs, and everything that we bought from the Egyptians to give to them.
Mm-hmm. And they turned.
We even gave them the goddamn scuds to do it.
I'm starting to wonder, can like who can be fucking trusted anymore?
None of us.
Honestly,
trusted.
In my heart, I honestly believe, like, yes, we should be the bodyguards of those who can defend themselves. Okay, cool. But I think those people who ask for our protection should pay retribution to lower our debt in America to free ourselves from China.
Well, I've always said, I mean, shit, we helped out Iraq. We could at least get some of that damn oil.
Yeah, but we paid for it.
That costs.
In 1991, we paid for the funding of Al Qaeda.
I know.
Okay.
We just said that, yeah.
Exactly. So how can we go back on something that we funded? I'm saying
no, not
now.
Iraq.
Now.
No, I'm talking about Iraq. After getting rid of Hussein, all that fucking oil they sitting on, we might as well appropriate that shit. Give us at least some lower ass gas or something.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Shit.
Yes, fuck that. They ain't gonna give us that. They're gonna charge us some of it, to help rebuild the society they never had.
Well, speaking of that, it's pretty interesting because what are you doing?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Well, I was trying to silently beat my meat. I'm sorry.
You're not doing it quite well. It's not silent enough.
I'm not a pro at it.
Anyways,
no, bitch. I was trying to find my fucking cigarette and my lighter. Goddammit.
anyways, just leave your mic on
Do you want it on?
because I keep hearing the pop.
I will not submit to your demands, sir.
Anyways, getting back on topic here. Skills, this actually issue is related to you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Skills, I don't know for anybody that knows or seen the website, Skills is actually a vet of the Marines. So this applies to you.
Okay.
I want your opinion on it. I was reading Yahoo this morning,
Okay.
and they had a story about how basically it seems like the military, the U.S. military, is becoming a breeding ground for extremist groups. And when I say extremist groups, I mean we're talking like domestic extremist groups, like your neo-Nazis, gangs, and all the other wackos out there.
Okay.
Supposedly, according to all these little studies and all that bullshit, the reason why is because the military has gone pretty relaxed on requirements that they look for in a candidate to join the military.
Uh-huh.
Meaning if a person has a prior offenses or affiliations, they kind of disregard it.
Well, actually,
Not done.
my bad.
Supposedly because we really need the guys to fight two different wars.
Okay.
So I'm curious, number one, if during your time of service, if you saw anything ever close to that, you saw dudes with let's just call it affiliations, or that had some pretty interesting thoughts about shit, or if you didn't, or I'm sorry, whether you did or you didn't, do you think that the military is being pretty relaxed with its standards as far as accepting people?
Well, since being in it, hardcore in it, the only people that are opposed it are the ones that never got in trouble for anything, don't understand why they're being yelled at. They don't understand why they have to do punishment when they have done nothing wrong. The whole point of boot camp is to instill in you that you can sustain and you can succeed and prosper any obstacle given to you. That's what keeps you alive in war. So, those are the people, the ones that cry in their rags at night, the ones that try to commit suicide, the ones that try to act homosexual. I have nothing against it. If you won't or about it, okay, cool. But those are the ones that are not fully committed to the purpose. When you volunteer, because you have to understand, you volunteer to serve in the military. Okay, you volunteer. At the point of 3 months, at the point of 2 months, they ask you if you want to enroll in the GI Bill. That's basically an education bill where you can go to college after you get out of the military, after your term is up, in which every term is 4 years. Mostly every Marine applies for it. There's just some that are just filthy rich and they're like, no, I don't need it. My parents can pay for it afterwards, so I'm going to dismiss it, blah, blah, blah. And they go in.